Whoa, now it goes live. Hours and hours later, and I'll bet all my faithful listeners are at work or school or whatever. I don't know what it is with YouTube, but I forgot to copy the link or share on Facebook or any of that stuff. So, oh, I got one listener. Hi, Witta. Hi, Witta. Good afternoon. I tried and tried this morning. Could not get this platform to work for me. I have a really bad headache. Of course, the cat doesn't care. She just demanded that I let her outside, so I did. My sinuses. I should check my mail, but that involves riding in a car, and that involves getting someone to drive me. Okay. Well, maybe I'll actually have an actual show finally. Oh Lord. Huh. Evil nose, evil sinuses. Okay, the new edition of Emanations is out. I've lost track of what number this volume is. Let me see if it says. No, it doesn't. Well, anyway, it's kind of hard to get it on my silly laptop camera. Emanations, When a Planet Was a Planet, edited by Carter Kaplan, I think. Whew, yeah. I have an excerpt from my work in progress in this volume. I think it starts on page 185, or was it 285? Oh boy, I'm sorry. For me, it's still morning, even though it's afternoon. It's almost 2 p.m. There we go. Oh, it's page 385. Huh. This is a humongous book, about 500 pages. Articles, poems, and stories by various authors. So I've got As to the Matter of the Visions. Too much glare today. I'm not going to get a good picture. Anyway, it's an excerpt from my analysis of Phil's Hexagesis. You can get this on Amazon. Of course, they sent me a copy because my article is in it. Apparently, this is the cover is a photo of the moon. I guess. Anyway, they don't pay their authors, but we don't care. I'm going to see if I can tell Howard that I'm finally on. Yeah, Well, if I try to open another window, it might not work. You guys can connect with me by email, you know. I do post my email from time to time. Anyway, I was going to read from this book, which I've sorely neglected for a while. It's signed by the author Linda S. Godfrey, author of Real Wolfmen and American Monsters. Now it's Monsters Among Us. And she sent me this book 5 years ago. Yeah, it was released in 2016. Wow. Anyway, this book is an exploration of otherworldly Bigfoots, wolfmen, portals, phantoms, and odd phenomena. Monsters Among Us. Great title. Oh, I lost the page. I was there and it kept flipping. What I want is where did it go? Well, let me check the table of contents. I'm really struggling now. That's it. Page 51. This is why she sent it to me, because I once saw a dog that wasn't a dog. And I don't think it was an ape either, but it did have hands, not paws. And I've searched all over looking for images of any ape that might possibly look like what I saw, and there's no way. It had a dog's head and a man's hand. Come to think of it, it was so refined it might have been female, but I think it was male. And it was laughing at me when it just casually, sitting in the back seat of a car, casually put its arm on the window ledge because the window was down. And my jaw dropped, and it was laughing. He was laughing at me. That's incredibly creepy, yeah. Okay, chapter 3, They Walk Among Us. A dog's head on a human body. Claims of encounters with wolf-headed, human-like figures predate the modern era's invention of the rubber mask. Consider this account published in 1897 in the New York Times that bore the oddly matter-of-fact title, Dog's Head on a Human Body. It was subtitled, Strange Member of Chicago Family Seen by a Policeman. As the story went, a Chicago police officer named George Reardon had visited the home of Albert Janecko of the Albert Janecko family to serve one of its members with an arrest warrant for disorderly conduct. He hadn't expected the visit to be pleasant, but the family seemed extremely upset by his presence. They did not speak English, but had evidently found an interpreter who helped persuade him to peek into the home's back room. Woohoo! Sip of tea. This is not a coffee day. My tummy is upset. I definitely need a cigarette for this. Oh, I will continue reading in a moment. Hi, Jan. Hi, Howard. Okay, just to remind you or let you know if you came in late, this is from the 2016 book Monsters Among Us by Linda S. Godfrey. So this policeman is in 1897 in New York. No, in Chicago, excuse me. New York Times reporting. The Chicago police officer goes into the Italian family's home to arrest one of them. Now it was Officer Reardon's turn to be upset. In the room sat a person with a human body but a canine head. The article didn't describe its exact features, but noted that the family feared the officer had come to take the cynocephalic being from them. The dog-headed man was 22 years old and the Janecko's son, they explained. The shaken policeman left without arresting anyone and stuck to his story, even though he endured ribbing from his colleagues back at the station. Given the family's obvious affection for and acceptance of the young man, I expect it's likely that he was no demon spawn monster. He probably suffered from a certain rare congenital disorder called hypertrichosis, in which people are born covered with thick hair over their entire bodies. They are otherwise perfectly normal human beings, but I suspect many tales and rumors of werewolves have been inspired over the years by glimpses of those few individuals afflicted with this hairy condition. Yeah, there's a recent tale of two Mexican brothers who are very, very hirsute, hairy, and they get more than teased, bullied, harassed because of it. Although I imagine since they've made American newspapers, maybe they're celebrities now. Oh, my aching ache. Well, what I saw was not a human head. The nose, the ears, it was a dog face. You know, human faces are pretty flat. The nose doesn't poke out, the ears aren't pointy. At the time, I was thinking it was a black German Shepherd, but it might have been a Chow. Looking back, I think the Black German Shepherd. Dog Man from Michigan. I think that's in here. Let me see. Michigan Dog at the Door. That's the next of chapter 3. Oh, I'm sorry about this morning. I don't know what's up with YouTube. Maybe it's because I mentioned locals and they're the competition. Okay. Michigan Dog at the Door. Oh, God, I feel awful. Oh, well. I'm going to have to get out the neti pot. I hate it, but it helps. There are other historic cases in which the hairy one seems definitely line, however. A Michigan woman wrote me in 2014 about an eerie incident her own great-grandfather experienced in the 1920s in the downriver area of Rockwood, which lies along the Huron River in the southernmost tip of Detroit, only a few miles from Lake Erie and Grosse Isle, the site of some well-known werewolf tales that date back to early French immigrants in the 1700s. My tummy's unhappy with me. I think maybe I got a stomach bug. I don't know. I better not be around people. They don't want to catch anything these days. If I have, like, a cold virus, that's enough to quarantine me. Don't quarantine the healthy. Quarantine those who have symptoms. And perhaps those who are at high risk. Hi, Howard. Yeah, I'll get well. It's minor. Oh, starting in January, I'll be able to go to the doctor I want to see because my Medicare has been switched to scan. And I'll have one of those gadgets, help, I've fallen and I can't get up, which I could have used last year when I fell and couldn't get up. Fortunately, I used my brains and didn't panic. Okay. The man, who happened to be of French heritage from a family prominent in Detroit's early history, was driving on a country road in that vicinity when one of his tires went flat. A much more calamitous event in the days before service stations on every corner. He had no choice but to walk to the nearest farmhouse and hope its owners would be friendly and kind enough to help him. When he knocked on the door, a large dog answered, wrote the woman. This is about her great-grandfather, okay? Quote, it was standing on its hind legs like a man and spoke in English. Go or I'll kill you. End quote. Ooh. My great-grandfather ran to his car and drove that car all the way home on the flat tire. My grandfather, who related the story to her, Oh, she's still talking. That's just the end of the great grandfather quote. It's still from this woman's letter. My grandfather, and then in brackets, who related the story to her, continuing the quote, swore it was a true story, and this experience frightened his father, who never forgot what happened. Oh, hello, Philip. Yeah, Dia de los Muertos, isn't that oh, that was yesterday? Yeah. Oh, it's also All Saints Day. I think tomorrow, oh, All Souls Day is today. I thought that was tomorrow. Okay. Anyway, there's an encounter case summary. Oh, okay. She just, the author, Linda S. Godfrey, puts together a summary of each case that she gets from witnesses. Monsters Among Us. Anyway, I had mentioned, and I forget exactly where it might have been. It might have been the chat room on Hagman and Hagman before they had this big paywall. Hold on. Ah. Be right back. Stinking sinuses. Hi, sweetie kitty cat. Dum de dum, dum de dum de dum. Hi, sweetie kitty cat. My stinking sinuses drip and make me cough. Hang on. Ugh. Ah, one more. Okay, it might have been Whitley Striever's chat room at Unknown Country. Before that went behind a paywall, but I mentioned having seen a sorry. It's a little better. Not a man with a dog's head, but rather a dog with a man's hand. Now, a dog's front leg would have a paw, a knee, and an elbow. This arm had a hand, an elbow, and a shoulder. No way it was a dog. Man hand dog, eh? Hi, Philip. Thank you. Well, I didn't do much for Halloween, mainly because I don't walk well and I'm tired all the time. Okay, let's try lighting the cigarette again. Maybe this time I'll smoke it. mm. Ah. I can't believe that I have a perfectly good connection now, but this morning I didn't. So maybe I should try doing my show in the afternoons for a while. Ah, hmm. Okay. The dog can pat itself, yeah. Let's see, Jan says on a sub note, although related to Monsters Among Us, a child here in Australia that was abducted last month has just been found alive and well. I wonder who or what abducted the child. Hi, Sleepy Dave. Sleepy Dave needs help. Glad they found the child, Jan. So it was a man, huh? Oh, God. Well, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder. For example, the famous psychic Peter Hurkos insisted that they arrested the wrong man as the Boston Strangler. Now, the murders did stop, but at the same time that the police arrested their suspect, the man Peter Hurkos had pointed to was confined, I think, in a mental institution for the rest of his life. 4 years old. That's sick. Well, anyway, um, the man who was convicted of being the Boston Strangler was actually hypnotized and convinced that he had done all those crimes. Kind of like some hypnotists who either are amateurs or just who don't know what they're doing, or really just want everything to be little gray aliens, will hypnotize a subject and make sure they remember being taken by the Greys. In the news last night, a man is in custody for first-degree murder for killing his daughter's ex-boyfriend. Oh my. He'd sold her into sex slavery? Yeah, he needed killing, didn't he? Yeah, Diecast, I'm going to give you a wrench. I see that you don't have one. That's Sleepy Dave. So that if you have links to any fundraisers or PayPal, you can post them on my YouTube videos. Near as I can tell, anyone can post links in the comments sections. That was. Well, my nose and throat are settling down. Okay. I'm getting the whole $30 a month on my GoFundMe. And They take a little, but I still get $28 and some odd cents, which is nice. I have one faithful donor who really, you know, I'm sure that's all he can donate, and it really does help me. Yeah, I don't have a car to fill up. I have other bills. I have some hope of getting on disability. I had previously talked to my senator, and he said there was nothing he could do, but someone told me to write to my congressman. So I did that. And his staff are trying to see what they can do. Because I haven't had a real job since 2003. I got by on an annuity for a while, but I had to sell almost everything. And my home was foreclosed. This house was a rental where they didn't pay their rent, so I almost lost this house too. But I managed to evict them and move in and get a modification on my loan. Yeah, well, my I should have been automatically approved, but I guess I'm not the right minority. When I first applied, I had been severely underweight for more than 5 years. I'm still underweight. The stinking clinic sent me to counseling. Well, I'm not anorexic. I'm physically ill. And I don't know what's going on. Here and there, I managed to gain 5 pounds, but I'm still seriously underweight. Well, yeah, I've written, what, 8 or 9 books, something like that. And I don't know. The only one that ever was really a money maker is the one that I had to trade for an annuity from Phil's estate because they were being unreasonable in many ways. Oh, I eat. I can't eat a whole meal all at once, but I eat constantly all day long. And I'm mostly eating real food. I do like soda crackers with cheese or peanut butter. That's not exactly junk food. But I go for the fresh fruits and vegetables and occasionally some meat or fish or chicken. Not every day. Oh, and I love liver. I had to learn how to cook beef liver because I couldn't get chicken livers. And either one, I'll sit down and eat a whole plate of liver. Oh, with butter and salt, especially if there's some onions with it. Oh, and I've heard those white onions. Never tried them before, but the food bank gave me one, and they're amazing. They're much better than, they're sweeter, and I just really like them a lot better than any other onion. Oh, steak and kidney pie, Jan, you're talking my language. Of course, can't get them with food stamps. You have to order them online. The Frey Bento's steak and kidney pie is made with pork kidneys. And I have had the British ones made with lamb kidneys. I tried to cook a beef kidney once, but I didn't. I thought I had the right instructions, but it came out like a rubber, like a rubber ball. Forget it. Hi, Evie. Whole milk is yeah. I have whole milk with Ovaltine, chocolate malt flavor Ovaltine. Ovaltine is not the stuff your parents were given when they were children. It it tastes good now, and it has some vitamins and stuff. I've tried various protein powders, and they're okay. I should do more protein shakes. I don't like the green veggie shakes, but I like the fruit shakes or just milk with some protein powder and a little ice cream. I need every calorie I can get. It's spooky. I have a GoFundMe, Evie. Um, I might be able to find the link. But my chat room friends, for the most part, are, not wealthy people themselves. Okay. Um, 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 Humph. I'm not seeing the link. Okay. I'll have to open my. I also have PayPal. Let's see. Yeah, I suspect we're all broke, but maybe you can promote my link. Yeah, my cat wants to know why I got her fixed when she wasn't broken. Okay. Zitty. Slow loading. Well, I should read you some more from Monsters Among Us. Linda S. Godfrey is a real researcher, not just, someone who put out a book about woo woo stuff. Um, uh, uh-huh. Humph. Humph. It ain't happening. Come on. I don't know what I did with it. Let's try it this way. Okay. Oh, they bypassed me in Hollywood when they want to make films. Well, they're evil. Plain and simple. they like scumbags because they are scumbags, except for the Radio Free Albemuth movie. I keep forgetting the names. I'm terrible at names, but it's a great movie. Philip, you're probably linking to the one that got me the computer, the GoFundMe. Here we go. I found it. If I post the link in the email, it doesn't work. So I actually open it. And even then, it isn't exactly right. Does it say fix my home? Yeah. Yeah. The link says fix my home, and the page says keep my home. No, I don't get anything from Phil's estate. I got an annuity for a few years because we settled a dispute. In my divorce, I got Phil granted me half the royalties from several works, and they weren't paying me. And then I published a book that they didn't like, and they wanted it killed. Well, it did end up killed. But they paid for it. Anyway, now I'm just on Social Security. At this moment, I get $599 a month. And I live in California. You can't live on that. You can't rent a room for less than $1,000. So I have to keep this house because I can almost afford it. It's like about $600 a month for this house. So it's more than my Social Security. Now, in January, I'll get another, I think I'll have $634 a month. That might have helped if prices were not going up so high. At least I don't have to buy gasoline, no car. Time to refill the water. Way.